G'day rugby fans, welcome back to the RugbyAsia Channel. Big week ahead in Hong Kong. We've got the Bledisloe match 4 for 2010, the All Blacks versus the Wallabies. They've arrived in town today, 7 days of preparation, and the All Blacks are on their way to Europe for a Grand Slam tour. Stay tuned, we'll have game highlights and we're meeting some players later on, and a few words from a little man called Graham Henry. Cheers.
What sort of feeling do you get coming back to Hong Kong?
It's a game really. It's another game which is important. We've had a good run against Australia. We haven't lost since the first test in the Tri-Nations in 2008, so it's been a good run. But you know that the next game is always the most important, because you can get knocked over at any stage, and it's going to happen. We just hope it doesn't happen anytime soon.
What about the feelings coming back to this particular venue, the city, the venue?
I think it's important for rugby in this part of the world. I spent some time with some local Hong Kong coaches who were on the same flight last night, and they'd been at Iran's in New Zealand, which is a rugby academy run by Murray Mixted, and they'd really enjoyed the week. But they were telling me how much the game is growing in Hong Kong and the number of young people playing, and which is really encouraging. So they were very enthusiastic about the game in this part of the world, and I think games of this magnitude, because it's the two top teams in the world playing here in Hong Kong, is tremendous for the games, because it just shows people what the game's all about.
Graham, this week are you going a bit beyond the call of duty in terms of the promotional activities?
Yeah, the boys are out there already, mixing with the fans and enjoying their company and encouraging them to come along to the game. There's going to be quite a few school kids attend our training runs. It's just part of the promotion. I know that we've got a big promotion with the major sponsor on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. Graham, how's Sunnyvale settling into the squad, and have you spent much time with him yet?
Oh, he's just another member of the squad. He's one of 30, and he's doing what everybody else is doing, quite frankly, and he's doing it well.
Speaking of the World Cup, due to the pressure, the world and the fans at home, all eyes on All Blacks after 23 years, back in the home soil. What do you think about that?
Great, isn't it? Isn't that a marvellous opportunity? And I'm sure the country's looking forward to that opportunity. But the game's a great spectacle these days with the change in law interpretation. The fans at home are enjoying rugby, enjoying watching the game. I think the fans around the world are enjoying rugby and enjoying watching the game. It's a better spectacle than it was. I remember the game here last time wasn't a great spectacle. But the game has changed a great deal, and the laws have enabled, law interpretation changes have enabled that. And I think everybody's enjoying the game. And there's high expectation in New Zealand, as always, for the All Blacks to win. And we understand that expectation. We embrace that expectation. We hope to do well.
Graham, are there still detractors back home that are not in favour of playing the Bledisloe in Asia? And if so, is that starting to change now? It's the third time.
Oh, I don't think there's too many. If there's one or two, who cares?
Yeah.
Quite frankly, some people just have to have something to complain about, and this might be one of those things.
Yep.
So I don't take much notice of that. I think the game itself has got a lot of positives about it. It's great to be able to bring the game to this part of the world.
And how does Hong Kong compare with other centres for preparing for an international?
Just the same. Like you're in a city, there's a very good rugby stadium down the road, and the two best teams in the world are preparing in the same city. So whether you be playing in Soweto or Johannesburg or Cardiff at Cardiff Arms Park, or in Hong Kong at the International Stadium here, it's no different. It's just that it enables the game to be shown off in this part of the world, and as I said a minute ago, there's a lot of young people interested in the game and want to play it, and I think the fan base is getting wider. So that's great, and now in time there could be a super franchise based in Hong Kong, and a super franchise based in Tokyo, and one in Los Angeles and one in Vancouver, who knows? And I think that's probably the future of the game. How long that'll take, I'm not sure.
It's great having you.
Hello folks, I'm Graham Henry and you're watching RugbyAsia Channel. Enjoy.